But things very much got into gear when the Homesteading Act was passed, and people said, hey, this is great farmland. Let's make farms. So great areas of Trinity were now being converted to farmland. Well, I don't know about converted because they weren't used for anything at first, but yes, the farmers were very excited about the new plots of land, because the soil in this area was very fertile. So these homestead plots were zoned. One by one they were zoned. Yes, even encroaching on the limits of certain cities. Or certain little towns that they have already. But that's quite okay. But yes, wanting to keep consistent, they decided to continue their pattern of roads. And as you can see, some ambitious homesteaders are already working their land here. I have to say, it's a very nice thing to see. New plots for everybody. Alright, this might take a while, so I'm going to skip ahead here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we have officially homesteadified the entire eastern half of Trinity. Yes. The Homestead Act only went as far as the river's edge for now. So farmers are surging in. If we want to look at our jobs and pop, if you look at that, agriculture is really on the rise, as you might imagine. It's really shooting up there. Of course, this gives a situation where many people are looking for places to live. So some entrepreneurial people are saying, I'm going to buy up a plot of land, say this one, and I'm going to create a town on it. Then I'm going to sell plots in the town. So they're going to create their little streets. We're like, yeah, we'll make a nice little park green in the center of town. And we are going to, well, let us say, just going to dezone this. We're going to plant some spruce trees. And this will be the green of our town. And going off on either side will be our streets. And thus, a new town is planned out. They said, we'll have some shops on one side, but the rest will be residential. We'll make some industrial over here, just a little bit. But since most people are going to be working in the farm, that hardly matters anyway. Just making sure none of those stupid streets are eyes. Or I could just do that. That works too. Yes, and to name this city, the mayor calls it Bruceville. Yay! It's a nice little place for the farmers to live. And other people. let's speed up time a little bit. Give people the chance to move in. As you can see, there's quite a lot of interest in Spruceville. And a lot of people who don't know that they can drive on roads, apparently. Well, let's hope this problem fixes itself, because that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm hoping that those no car signals go away on itself. Maybe the game heard my narrative that this was supposed to be the 19th century or something. But who knows? We'll leave Spruceville alone. Yes, at the same time, other towns of a less cohesive but nonetheless charming design pop up. Alright. For example, this village, which Shore Vista Rose as a collection of houses that grew and grew. And we're going to call this place... We're going to start it with the letter CD. Okay. We'll call it Caddyville, I guess. I don't know. Seems good enough to me. Yes, these towns from which people can drive, or the case might be walk to their farms. Here we go with those things again. That's kind of annoying. Maybe they went away over here. No, they didn't go away. That's really annoying. Hopefully this problem will not plague us throughout the entirety of this thing here. Because there's no reason that it should be... Oh, there we go. It's all gone now. I knew it would go away. Alright. Let's take a little break by driving around in our car. Yes, even though this is technically supposed to be the 19th century, story-wise, anachronisms never hurt anyone. Ah, yes, driving through our beautiful fields. Out of the way, farm trucks. Coming through here. I'm talking to you. Out of my way. Oh man. Oh, that's the end of the world. Let's turn around. Driving through the fields. Yay, joyous and parties. That guy just has his hand on the side of his car, just chilling like there's nothing to it. Yes, driving by all these plots that have not yet developed. Even if they haven't, no big deal. Driving by a nice, pretty apple orchard. Yes, I've always loved the farm features in SimCity 4. They just look nice to me, I don't know. Let's turn right here, head that way. Along this plowed field over here. Out of my way, jerks. Even though there's nobody there. Yet another apple orchard. Quite nice, I say. And let's take a right at the tracks. Cruising along the railroad tracks. Don't see any trains right now. But that's quite alright. Nice peaceful evening drive. And heading back into town. Boom! where we annihilate some other vehicles just because we can. Or just because fate so happened to send us there. I don't know. But anyway, time rolls on. Very quickly, might I add. As these no transportation problems plague our cities. Yes. Well, let's take a look at our train station. No one's actually using it yet, but don't worry. They will soon. Good old Spruceville. But if you see, the residential is not keeping pace with the industrial, which is just the farming right now. So, a new town will be formed. Look at all these farm trucks. Yes. Starting with a few corner stores. Another town will be formed along these reaches where no one has settled yet. We're going to call this place Grover Cleveland for no reason. He was an American president. There, that's a reason. Good enough. Alright. And we'll build a few other towns on the main road here. Alright, yes. Nice little random village. We're going to name this place Brody, after the great Adrian Brody, who starred in such movies as Brody Quest and Brody Quest 2. Oh yeah. And over here, one more little town, which we will call we'll call this Wood. Okay, just Wood. Named after, I guess, Orlando Wood. Or whatever. Now, all these villages increase the demand for coal. Therefore, the coal mining town decides it is time to expand in size. And it expands most illogically because it's a booming coal town without very much in the way of, well, zoning ordinances or anything. It just expands randomly. And some industrialist is like, oh man, I want to build my factories up here. And so they do. And all the coal miners are like, oh man, we need our bars. So the bars are built. Or at least the zones in which bars can be built. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that will pretty much not enable coal to go, or power to go anywhere. Yes, this coal town is growing quite quickly. Did I name it? No, but I will now. I'll call it Coalville. Get it? It's a pun. A very bad one. Yes. They even went to build some housing over here on the wrong side of the tracks. Why is anyone's guess? But they went to build a lot of it. Because you never know who's going to be moving into your town. So we put the speed on fast forward. And we see if anything changes. Yes. It's still a pretty early settlement here without too much in the way of modern amenities. But it's okay, because in the narrative, it's still the 19th century, and I'm sticking to that, whether you like it or not. But of course you do. Oh, man. And away they go. Because of the success of the farming plots on the one side of the water, they say, hey, they pass a new law that says, hey, you can make your farms on the other side of the water too. So they do. Make farms right to the water's edge over here, so that anyone can come along and start a new life down on the farm.